All right. We are officially live in Fit Vibes Tribe. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, you guys. Just really 2 updates for you before we get into our guest speaker, which you're all really here for tonight. First and foremost, we did pick all of the winners for the Disney Diamond Retreat. So everyone who qualified during the qualification. And then we did that Friday night mad dash to whoever wanted to reserve the last few spots. We did the picture that I posted in Fit Vibes Tribe of all of the people that are coming. So congratulations to you guys. And the next trip after that and what you're going to be pushing for is really the Success Club trip. Something cool that happens in January is they announce the next trip for 2021. So if you guys didn't earn the Success Club trip that's coming up in Punta Cana, start thinking ahead now. I signed up in October, granted of 2013, but October 2013, and in December they told us where the trip was going to be, and you earned the trip that whole next year. And so I made sure I hit Success Club 10 every single month from that January through December to earn all of the points for the trip plus some, and that's how I earned it for free. So start thinking now and get motivated now to help all of the people, because the more work you do now, as you all know, it's going to pay off later. So that'll benefit you for the next year's trip. And secondly, our next local hangout is the first weekend in December. I want to say it's the 6th, 7th, and 8th maybe, but it's that first Saturday in December. We are going to do in at least Southern Maine area, maybe some Boston people will come up. We're going to do the Prelude and Kennebunk, but they're all over. So pick an event that is closest to you guys, a Christmassy event, and bring some of your coaches with you. If no coaches are near you or all of our team is near you, just bring your spouse or your best friend or something, do something, and then you can tag our hashtag Fit Vibes Hangout, and we can all share it all over social media. So with that being said, we have an amazing guest speaker for you guys. I don't really think she needs too much of an introduction because you all follow her and know her anyways, but she is Jatana Jackson, the one and only. She is a 10-star diamond coach. She is 2-star in her second business center, 5-time elite coach, an executive leader on the leadership ladder, and Success Club legend. So she is a boss and just going to infuse all of her wisdom with you guys tonight. Take it away,
What's
Jatana.
up, y'all? How are you? Thank you for jumping on. Thank you, Samantha, for the introduction. Man, I am like worn down. So I am trying to bring my A game and realize that I'm like, for some reason I'm white. So hopefully you guys aren't like, man, where's her energy at? I'm just drained. Y'all, this business is not always easy. Just, can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Yeah, life still happens. And then you're like still trying to hit goals at the end of the year. And you're like, ah. All right. So a little bit about me, besides, you know, the accolades and titles and all that stuff. Samantha said, amen. I'm even going to take the sweatshirt off because I'm like, it's so funny, y'all. I went out to dinner. Y'all are coming to a retreat here in Florida. I say y'all a lot. I went out to dinner. We were sitting outside and I was like, dude, it's cold. And my husband goes, it's 74. I was cold. I had to put a hoodie on. What? That's crazy. We're so used to like sweating our faces off that finally it's like a little bit cooler and no humidity. And I'm like wearing a sweatshirt at 74 degrees. It's crazy. All right. Same here in Okinawa. Oh, what's up, Japan? 30s. No, not happening. I had to move. Like, it was my dream to be by the beach, and now I'm living my best life right here by the beach. All right, so a little bit about me. I am a wife and stay-at-home mom of 2 boys. I do work this business full-time, and I have for since the day I signed up, basically. I signed up as a coach 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago. And from day one, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew that insanity had completely changed my perspective on fitness, that I could accomplish the body I'd always wanted from home. Actually, that I could accomplish the body I always wanted after kids was my big one. And I always felt like, you know what, I'm probably in this new phase of life. Like, I'm 30 and I've had 2 C-sections. Like, I'm just going to have to suck it up and deal with the body that my babies have given me. And which is a part of my platform, and it's a part of my brand. And so I talk on it a lot. If you look at my bio, I think that's one of the statements on my bio. And we're going to go over some really really deep content tonight that I haven't shared on a team call before. Like it's still not even written in slides, like it's still pen and paper thoughts. But this is like gold. My degree's in marketing, so I love being able to teach entrepreneurs, whether it is Beachbody or an influencer or somebody or influencer in fashion or whatever they do. I like to teach them how to best present themselves in social media so they can get the message across that they want to get across so they can inspire people to take action. And I think that's a lot of times that we forget that when we show up on social media. We are showing up for ourselves first and foremost, right? Because it's a great source of accountability. But we are also showing up so that we can influence people to take action, right? Whether it's to buy a challenge pack or to join your team, we're influencing them to take action in bettering themselves when most of the time they don't believe it's possible. So stay-at-home mom, 6.5 years, started with Insanity way back in the day, borrowed the DVDs from a church member and still to this day had them because they're like, I moved with them because they're like archaic, like in a box, like box pamphlet thing, and half of them are missing, and just thought it was really neat to keep. But I got into this business, didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I was super passionate, and I knew that I wanted to help other moms see that they are capable of the same greatness that I was finally able to like achieve. And whether it was at home or at the gym, I didn't care. I just wanted freaking results. So remember that when you're talking to people, like people don't care. They just want the freaking results. That's why they do stupid stuff like buy plastic wraps and wrap themselves in it. Because they don't care. They just want the freaking results, right? And so I finally found something that did work, and we got super passionate about it. Signed up, did what I was doing, and signed up for Summit. She mentioned like different trips and all things that you guys have going on, whether it's a diamond retreat or it's a summit or a Success Club trip. The first thing that was presented to me by my upline at the time was Summit. And I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, y'all want me to fly to Vegas? And like, I'm not making any money in this business. And you want me to buy a plane ticket to Las Vegas? What? Okay. So I did. I like had this like natural entrepreneur spirit. I was like, okay, that sounds fun. Thankfully she's like in this room with me. But anyways, I digress. Got to Summit, and I saw all of these ladies, walking the stage and sharing their stories and their journey. And I'm like bawling like a baby at the final grand prize giveaway for the transformation. Just so many incredible things happening that I was like, why can't I do this? Like, why can't this be me? Like I think I'm capable. Like I feel like I have personality. I like to talk to people. I like to help people. I have a transformation. I've fallen in love with this process. I love Shakeology. I love it was energy and endurance at the time. I love all the workouts. Like just like I'm all in. Why can't I be one of those people? And so fast forward 6.5 years later, I've stood on stage at Summit and spoke. I've sit in the darn little chair with my red back on it, right behind I'm behind the top 10. I'm not up in the top 10, but I'm right behind the top 10. So there's some credentials there. But I'm there now. Like I envisioned it, and I went to Summit. I took a risk on myself. I spent $600 on a plane ticket before I was even making any money with Beachbody. Flew to Las Vegas, which is very scary for a small town South Carolina girl, and took that chance on me and just decided to go all in. And I did not miss Success Club and have not missed Success Club since the moment that I signed up. It has always been a piece of my business, even when there are months. And actually last month was rough for me. Like I was weird. Like I know I hit 10, but that's weird because normally like I'm like flying off the charts and I'm totally okay. And I'm popping out challenge back like boop, 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 easy. And I'm gonna teach you guys some of my tips. Last month was really weird. So if you had a weird month last month, I want you to just like throw it away. It's gone, it's done, it's over with. Let's focus on this month and where you're at now. So a lot of exciting things happening with the company too. So hopefully you guys feel prepared for Bar Blend and the launch. So, and everything I talked about tonight is going to help you with that. So this is definitely a pen and paper call because one, I don't have slides yet for this presentation. I guarantee you as soon as this starts getting out to the public, corporate's going to call like, can you make a slides for that and do the whole presentation so we can put it in the back office? So you guys are kind of hearing it first. I presented it to Micah's team at her retreat here in Orlando. and it had a ton of questions. So if you have questions, please post them in the chat. I'll keep my chat box open. I like super interactive calls. So if I say something, you're like, did you what? Because like I said, I'm going to be going deep in on how to understand the algorithms of your social media. You know that thing where everybody's like, well, nobody's seeing my post, nobody's liking my post, nobody's commenting on my post, nothing's happening. I feel like I have a very solid grip on the algorithms, and I have an understanding of a concept that will never change no matter what they think the calculation has happened. I'm going to share that with you today. So first, so I can hold my audience, who all is coach rank? Like their rank is coach. Raise your hand, just so I can see people. Okay, cool. Emeralds, where my emeralds at? Awesome. China, like I love the pink you're wearing. Like that's totally my jam. Where are any rubies? I think so. Diamonds? Like y'all like, I'm diamond. Hi. Star diamonds? Elite coaches? All right. Your leader, pumpkin eater, Samantha. Awesome sauce. Well, okay, so now I gotta give out. You guys got a good mixture here. You got coaches, diamond coaches, emerald coaches. Make sure you have a goal date of what you want and when you want it, because you guys, it's not going to happen unless you set something in stone and you're like, I'm going to be emerald by next week, which is totally doable. By the way, if you're a coach, you should be emerald by next week, like in the story, done. Unless you're here for the discount. And if you are, then algorithms are going to make no sense for you and you're going to be really confused. But what else? Maybe it'll spark an interest and you're like, oh, I like marketing. This is fun. So a little bit about my social media. I started with Facebook. When I first started my business, I didn't have an IG platform. And I was bringing my babysitter home one night and she looked at me and she was like, or I looked at her and I was like, can I get your Facebook name? Like, are you on Facebook? Do you use the same name? She's like, no, I don't have Facebook. I'm like, oh, you don't? Why not? She's like, because it's for old people. I was like, oh, okay. So it's for old people. Okay, so what do you use? She's like, I'm on IG and Twitter. I'm like, Twitter? That's like what basketball players write to slander other people and stuff like that. And so I had to take mental note that like, okay, if Facebook's for old people, that means there's a new shift and trend happening that I need to understand. And that was about 3 years ago. And that's when I started diving in and trying to learn what IG was all about. And it has revolutionized my business. It's allowed me to not only just do Beachbody, but also do other influencing gigs. Like I've signed with Big Ultra and I've signed with a lot of FabFitFun, different things like that. And so I'm having to learn how I can best represent my brand and who I am so that I'm not getting lost in this like world of influencer, which I'm really tired of kind of hearing. But I want you guys to put that hat on because guess what? You're an influencer for Beachbody. You are. Like you are somebody who uses the products, you experience the products, and you are sharing your journey with it, and you are influencing people to take action, especially on taking action on things that they're scared of. So I'm going to give you a few quotes in my mind, and I'm going to break these quotes down. Algorithms. Does everybody know that heard the word algorithm? Pretty familiar. Like it's basically what social media does to calculate whether or not they want to put you in front of their people. Okay. Based on likes, comments, interactions, and stuff like that. So algorithm is based on, this is the calculation, you guys, human behavior. It's based on human behavior. That's like people studies and marketing studies is always based on how are people's human behavior patterns happening. And I'm going to break this down for you because if you understand your own human behavior patterns and you'll understand your target market human behavior patterns, understanding what to put out there will be so much easier. Another one, if you can keep someone on your social media longer, then the algorithms are in your favor. If you can keep them on there longer, are they watching your stories? Are they watching your lives? Are you on IGTV? Are they reading your posts? Are they sharing? Are they commenting? All that stuff. The longer that people's eyes are on your particular page, you're winning in terms of IG. Like that's the calculation right there. And it doesn't really change much. It's not even that it changes much. They start to really hone in on who are their key players that are actually doing a good job with interacting with their people. And I've got 14 things here that I'm going to share with you that you can do to boost that. And wants to give the users the best experience possible. So what they do is they study all of your behavior patterns, and in your explore page, they're putting stuff. I mean, if you go to your explore page now, like I'm probably going to see like French bulldogs and coastal decor, because that's what I look at. Like my patterns of what I'm looking at are those things. And so my social media knows, and actually now even creepier hears my words. I could be at dinner and be like, I really want to get a pair of over-the-knee boots. How many people have said that? And then they go to their Facebook page and all of a sudden there's ads for over-knee boots. You're like, oh, that's a little creepy. Like, they're listening. Weird. It's great market research, but it is what it is. So they want to give their users the best experience possible. So in terms of your content, does your content give your followers the best user experience possible? I don't know. Is it just for you, or are you actually trying to influence action in them? I've got so much good stuff for you guys. So just hang with me because I want to break it all down. The ways that you can kind of get that interaction is through stories, replies, shares, polls, clicks, taps, any type of like go and do. You want to have your people doing that. And I want you to think, what is it that my ideal customer / coach needs? And how do I do it more and better? What is it that my ideal customer and coach needs? And how do I do that more? And how do I do it better? What do they need? How do I do it more? How do I do it better? And I'm going to give you some examples of some things that apply to me and how I make sure that I do it more and I do it better than other people. And we have a launch, you guys, that is coming up. Like everybody in the Beachbody Network is going to be launching BAR. What does BAR mean to anybody that's following you? How are you going to share that new launch with them? How are you going to do it better than the other coaches that they might see on social media? When I say better, I don't mean outgame them in your cute little graphics. I'm talking about like how you're going to dig into your heart and share why it's going to be a journey for you and how they can make that connection. So 14 ways to improve your engagement. Y'all ready? Let's light top secret ninja stuff. Number 1, you always, at all times, need to have a powerful call to action everywhere, all the time. And when I say call to action, I'm not meaning our new coach challenge starts January 4th. Please come join my team so you can take part in my new coach challenge. I'm not even talking about my bar blend group starts on January 16th. Swipe up and join this. So I fill out this form so you can be a part of my group. I'm not just talking about those things. I'm talking about every single motion and turn needs to be some opportunity for them to engage with you. Call to action as in like screenshot my next post so you can get that cute discount code that I just got from HelloFresh. Like a screenshot of your own story is like an instant like, ooh, they like her. You know what I mean? That Instagram is definitely giving you favor for that. So always having a call to action, having a reason for people to actually respond to you, to share something, to comment, all that. Number 2, why would I or they comment? Why would I or they comment on your post? This is a post in general. So you worked out today and you put your workout picture on IG or your shake picture, or I don't know, a picture of your before and afters after the work. Why would anybody comment on it? Did you say something? Did you ask them a question? Did they have the thought of, oh, this is so me? Or did they think, thanks for asking for my opinion. This is how I feel about it. And they're able to like share their insight and how they feel on the certain topic. Every post should have some reason for somebody to comment. The peak times after a post, you guys, is 30 minutes. So if you're going to post on your social media, you need to have a good 30-minute time slot afterwards to start engaging with people. Because that's when social media is going, okay, it's live, we got to post, let's see if it's good. Let's see if we actually want to put it out there into the world for everybody to see, instead of just your mom that likes all your posts, right? So 30 minutes after you post, you want to start those engagements. And when somebody comments on your post, for example, my post about Where's it at? I just did a SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It is like a major platform of mine because I struggled with it so bad in Virginia, and is a big reason why I moved here to Florida so I could have like warm sunshine and wear sweatshirts at 74 degrees. Weird. But I talk about it, right, in my posts and stuff. And so not that post is specifically is a great job, but it is a great opportunity for me to make a connection with a select group of people that might struggle with it as well. And so if somebody were to comment on my post and say, oh my gosh, that's great insight, I'm really struggling with it too. Do I go, oh girl, I feel you. That's the end of that thread. That's it. She's gonna like it, and that's all that's gonna happen. Or do I say, oh my gosh, I totally understand where you're coming from. Where do you live? What state do you live in? Oh, I live in Idaho. Oh my gosh, Idaho. What's the temperature right now? I can't imagine. It's probably freezing. It's 32 degrees. It's horrible. Like we had snow yesterday, like a whole thread. And then all of a sudden your friends start popping like, I live in Idaho too. That's what you want, is you want these like threads to start popping up under your post within the first 30 minutes of the post going live. You want those double comments. So when you go to post, you got to make sure that people have a reason to comment. Not just your team, not just a yay, good job, whatever, but an actual comment. And then when you see them comment, be super intentional to ask them a question back under their comment, and let the thread go as much as possible. Don't bring it to a DM. Bring it like traction, lots of traction in threads in your actual post. Super important for engagement. The more intentional you can be about your comment section, the better. And I think a lot of people drop the ball on that. Number 3, this is one that I don't really do often, but it is something that will help your engagement. So I'm not going to ignore it in terms of like me presenting this to, I present this to like realtors and stuff too. Like it's weird, but be polarizing. Unfortunately, anything debatable is great, because guess what? Everybody likes to give their opinion, right? Should I get little Susie's ear pierced at 2 years old before she can decide she wants to get her ears pierced? Just be willing that if it's a hot topic, know that you're going to get somebody who's super opinionated, and be okay with the fact that that's good. They comment and then another mom's like, no, and they start going off on each other. Not that that's fun to read, but that's like your pages go, whoo! Celebrities love that stuff because it just gets like everybody talking about them. And IG loves it too, not the negativity necessarily, but like the fact that people are actually having conversations with each other. Stay away from politics. Stay away from like, do you like Trump? Yes or no? Like you're just like asking for like things to be thrown at you. Number 4, resonate. Resonate is, I love that word because I feel like every time I post, I'm like, is this going to resonate with somebody? I want you guys to ask that every time you go to post. Will this post resonate with somebody? Or am I just posting to say, I just finished 6 weeks of the work. I feel amazing. Or is it going to resonate with somebody? Every single post needs to be resonating with someone, not just with you. Are people, when they're reading your post underneath the number 4 resonate, maybe write things? Are they going to be saying like, that's exactly what I needed to hear, or yes, girl, or it's like you're reading my mind, or this is so me? Those are the kind of things when I say resonate that your post should be feeling towards your audience. So when you're posting, are people saying, that is me? I deal with seasonal affectiveness disorder as well, Jatana, and everything you just posted spoke to my heart. I'm sure some of you guys have gotten those comments where they're like, what you just said, like, you're reading my mind. Because that's when you get into people's minds and hearts, and you're able to actually influence them to take action on something because they feel like they've created a bond with you because you understand them. And they could be some girl in Kansas City and you'll never meet her, never would have known her otherwise, but you popped up on the Explore page and you said something that created a bond that she can connect with, and she's sending you a message. That's where I'm getting like a lot of incredible new challengers and coaches, because my stuff is just showing up on Explore page and people are like, I don't know how I came across you, but you had a cute image. I read your post and it totally resonated with me. Resonate. When you post, make sure it's going to resonate with somebody. Number 5, your content needs to be shareable. I want you guys to pull out your phones and go to your IG. Is everybody on IG? And do you have a business account? Mine's actually a business account. And the reason why I like it to be a business account is because I can view my insights. This is going to be super valuable because apparently this week likes are going away. Yeah, that came out with the CEO. So it's totally okay because now I'm going to give you a trick that you can do to understand what's good. So go to your insights, and underneath insights, you will see your posts, right? It'll say content, and then you'll see posts and stories. Posts, they go back a year. Stories, they go back 14 days because obviously there's a lot more stories in one day compared to posts. So you should only be posting maybe once a day, maybe 5 times a week on IG. You don't really need to do any more than that. But click see all. And then there's this little like drop down thing here, right? Are you guys on this page? Okay. If you go to, instead of mine auto filled reach, but if you click shares, it will rank and show you which one of your content. And I would do like 6 months because the last year is like, that's way far out. Maybe see in the past 6 months, which posts of yours have gotten the most shares. Do you guys see? They want to share one of their posts that got the most shares. Was it a quote? Was it a transformation? Let's see. Mine was quotes. Okay. Perfect. That's great because if you, whatever you guys are noticing that people are sharing, that's what your people like. That's what they're sharing. And then sharing is like gold mine. So you don't, I don't have to, you got to like pay attention to those things. So those are the things that your people want. And they're actually going, oh my gosh, my friend Susan would totally love this quote. She could totally apply to her right now. Let me share it with her. And they're sharing your post to somebody else's DM, which is really awesome. So you want your content to be shareable, and you need to make observations of that and keep tabs on that and kind of watch it and see what's good. I mean, my most shared things are my dance workout videos. I'm like, yeah, it takes a lot of time to make those dang things. I can't make them every day, but I also can't ignore the fact that people like those crazy, wild videos. So I've got to make sure that I'm doing them at least once a week because my audience likes them. It helps my engagement. IG is going, okay, this girl has got people sharing stuff. And guess what? That video is going to show up on the explore page of my ideal client because IG is literally watching all of these people, billions of people, behavior patterns going on and going, okay, this girl plays country music. She likes country music. She likes Jeeps. She likes fashion. She's clicked on some coastal home decor. Okay, these girls over here have done the exact same activities. Let me put her video that has been shared a lot in front of them on the explore page. They literally configure all that stuff. And so making sure that you're putting stuff out there that is being shared on a regular. So if it's quotes, maybe you should have like kind of a quote configuration on your IG page. And you see some people that do that. If I post quotes, nobody shares them. So mine's my dance videos. So I do my dance videos. The second one, number 6, not second one, but second one on this actual insight that I'm going to do with you is be savable. Number 6 is be savable. So if you go to saved, which posts are saved? When you're in your little drop down thingy, which ones did they save? Because sometimes maybe what you said in that post was something that they wanted to read again. Or maybe you shared an outfit and they liked, they liked the outfit. Or maybe you gave some value in the content and they wanted to save that, because this is actually a Pinterest board, you guys. Like you can save all that. Like I'm in the middle of like home decor stuff and I'm saving all this stuff I'm finding so I can go to all my saved posts and see everything that I've saved so I can go back and look at it. So people who are doing that on their own and you want to be one of their saved posts. So take note of what people are saving of yours. Your workouts, let's see. Workouts, recipes, quotes, transformations. Yep, that's awesome. So be mindful of what's being shared. Number 5, what's being saved. Number 6. Number 7 is use feedback and data. Use this feedback and data. Don't just stare at it and go, oh, that's cool. Everybody likes that post. I want you guys to actually go and use this. Use it again. Find a different angle or a different way to approach it. I know that my my sad posts will resonate with a lot of people. It is shared a lot. It is basically probably shared with their girlfriend who was complaining the exact same thing. And they're like, oh, Jatana gave a solution. She takes vitamin D and SAMe. She makes sure she spends 30 minutes of sunlight time, whether even if it's 30 degrees outside, she's doing that. Let me share that with my friend. That means I need to talk about it more often from different angles, because people receive it well. Do more of what's working. What posts got you the most follows? Posts and stories are a year out. Posts are a year out and stories are 14 days out, like I said earlier. But use the feedback and data. Don't just sit on it. Number 8, this is very, very basic, but I think it's something that people don't think about very often. Nonverbal communication skills when taking pictures are so huge. Like there are full on like not clinical studies, like market research studies on nonverbal communication. So little tips, always look at the camera. Like I'm not great at doing this, so don't look at my page and I'm just gonna mimic what Shan's doing, and we're gonna talk about that too. Looking at the camera, it deepens the intimacy. If I'm talking about like how incredible I felt after my workout, and I just am so glad that my alarm went off at 5:50 a.m. and everything I want to do is stay in my warm, cozy bed, and the sound of the ocean waves in the background. Yes, I hear the ocean when I'm sleeping at night. It's amazing. That's the post. And I am looking at them like I'm happy, I'm cheery. So one of the things that studies have shown, when you look at the person in the camera, like you're looking at them, and that's the picture that you post on your IG, it actually creates like a bond, like they feel a feeling of trust. Bring your body closer to the camera so that a third of the screen is you. Don't go way out in the field. Nobody cares about dang field. It's cute. It's daisies. Great. Makes for a great, well, guess what? You're not a photographer. You're not trying to sell photography. Okay. It's fun, but it's not going to influence action. So if you're going to show your body in terms of your, like a post or a pretty picture or a cute beanie with snowflakes coming down or whatever, be the third of your body in the picture. Okay. Look at the direction you want people to go to. So sometimes I will say like, go to my bio. So like if I'm saying that in there, I might actually be looking in the direction of my bio. That's so weird, but like it actually works in like probably rat studies or something. like you do the things that you see. So if you're like excited and you want them to go to your bio, maybe you need to be looking up. It sounds weird, but it really is true. And then open body language. Don't let your energy be closed off in your image on social media. I see a lot of this. Like maybe your post is a self-discovery post and it has a little bit of darkness to it. And that might be something you're struggling with. If you're closed off in the picture, it just doesn't like bring somebody into your world. I would rather, even if it was a sad post of something you're struggling with, like my girl Laura, this is horrific, and I'm sorry to even say bad news on here, but she lost her baby today. Like did IVF and she lost her baby, and she wanted to share with her followers because her whole story has been IVF. Instead of like being completely like far away and like hugging her husband or whatever, it's like, this is me. So I'm struggling with, and is not shying away from the fact that she's sharing her heart with her audience. So keep your body language open. Number 9, start and use an engagement group. I have an engagement group that uses the GroupMe app. You can use whatever separate app outside of social media, but I use GroupMe because it's not owned by any of these social media platforms. And I collaborate with women that are not in no other network marketers. Like I don't use Road and Fields girls or anything like that, because that makes sense. I don't want to cross my people with them necessarily. Like I'll refer to people to my Road and Fields girl because I buy her my face wash for her, but I'm not gonna like, interact in that capacity. So I have a pageant girl. I have a girl that does, her platform is home decor. I have a girl that her thing is fashion. Another one that likes to do makeup tutorials and does not sell makeup or anything like that. That's just like she's an influencer for like MAC and all these different things. And we are in a pod group together. And as soon as my post goes live, I can send the link to my post in that group. And those girls who are in my I picked people very specifically because these are pages that I would naturally have followed. And so if they're pages I would have naturally have followed, that means that my ideal coach or customer would probably follow these as well. And so we're in this pod group. I post my posts. I tell them that I've posted, and my girls go and comment insightful comments that I can respond to. Like within probably 15 minutes of the post going live, they're all commenting. And there's like, I think there's 8 in there right now. And the nice thing about that is we actually start cross-breeding audiences, because IG recognizes that like this home decor girl who has very similar people is interacting with this fitness girl, who's interacting with this makeup girl, this fashion girl. And all by the way, let's start showing Jatana stuff to coastal home decor girls people, because I see that she's interacting with her. So maybe we could put her stuff in front of the people that follow home decor. Coastal Home Decor, whatever her page is. I don't even know her handle. Does that make sense? So having these pod groups, not with coaches, because if you do it with your coaches, guess what? You're just showing your pictures and posts of coaches within the network, or anybody that's done hashtag Beachbody, or anybody that's talked about, like, you don't even have to hashtag, like they're monitoring your words. So if you say, I did my workout, that workout, and it's affiliated with the work, or it's affiliated with your shake or whatever, they're going to start putting it out to other Beachbody people, and you're not even trying to reach them. So creating a pod group with people are of other portions of your niche is really, really helpful. Number 10, I'm going to say it, following and DMing. Okay, hear me out. Following and DMing. I want you guys to make sure you're looking at the people who are watching your stories, liking and commenting. Now, I know likes are about to go away, but people who are watching your stories, liking and commenting, this is what you do not want to be. You do not want to be a social media snob. It sounds really harsh. A social media snob is somebody who says, I'm putting my content out there, but I'm not going to engage with you. Only like, and I'm not saying like in terms, I'm talking like, put your IG corporate office mindset on. They want somebody who's going to put content out there. And then when these people are liking your stuff, you're actually going in and interacting with them. But if you put content out there and 123 people like your post and you don't interact with them, IG's going, you suck. Like, you're not even like engaging with these people that were kind of like making sure your stuff is going in front of. So what you need to do, and this is what I've made a pattern of, and I know likes are going away, so it'll make it a little bit easier because you don't have to DM everybody that likes your thing. But when you actually are super proactive in your power hour of engaging with those who are engaging with you, not waiting for them to come to you, but you actually pursuing them, IG watches that. They watch those patterns. And so make it a part of your power hour of like, I'm going to go through, say I got 120 views on my story and now I get 20,000. So like, it's really hard for me to go in there and like, okay, who's going to watch my story today? Go and look at who's watching your stories. Message them back and be like, hey, Kelsey, girl, I see you watching me. How you doing? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be, hey, you want to join my challenge group. Just engage with them. Somebody likes your post, like, thank you so much for liking my post. Tell me, like, I was trying to speak my mind on this particular topic. What did you think about it? Just start a conversation with them. Who knows, you might sell a challenge pack out of it. But in terms of boosting engagement, IG does not want you to be an IG snob. They don't want you to just put stuff out there and wait for people to receive your stuff. They're like, okay, we've given you people that like it. Now, what are you going to do with that? We need you to interact with them because they want people on their app for longer. That's the whole purpose. They want them to spend time on their app. And when you don't create that type of time consumption, they're not going to give you a lot of favor in terms of the algorithms. So I say things. So if somebody follows and I go to DM or something like that, I'll say, hey, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for supporting my content. How old is your super cute puppy? Like, let's just start a conversation. You know what I mean? Maybe I saw that they posted a puppy in their story, so they posted a puppy on their wall. I am going to create a conversation about something that I think is appealing. And that's something super simple and not overwhelming to do. IG knows that it is, let's see what I say here. IG knows that this is a highly engaged account and you're not waiting for people to engage with you, but that you are going to engage with them. You're not just waiting for the likes. You're not waiting for the comments. You are actually pursuing them, which is a great place to be. And it's where IG will actually love you a little more. Number 11, following up. Following up. You're not just DMing and introducing yourself. I can't stand that when I get like a copy and paste DM. I don't know if you guys have auto DMs when people follow you. A lot of coaches have that, like, hey, thanks for following my page. I'm Mama too. Hope you have a great day. Right? If you have that, cool. That's totally okay. That's what you do to make sure you're keeping things. That's great. But make sure when they actually like view it, if they don't say anything back, maybe you need to go engage with their page because they click to follow you. Maybe you need to go like their stuff, comment on their stuff, or maybe send them another DM. But anytime somebody follows you, you should definitely be DMing or engaging with them. Just like, hey girl, thanks for following me. What's up? Like, what do you like about my page? What made you want to follow me? I don't know. I just saw you on my Explore page and you look super fun. And oh my gosh, you work out every day. Like, that's crazy. How do you do that? Just create that engagement with them. This one's going to sound really crazy. Number 12, unfollow, refollow. Not to be confused with follow, unfollow. Okay, here we go. This is a little trick, a little hack. If you go to, does everybody have somebody that they follow on IG for like whatever, something outside of fitness? Like, does anybody follow like to know it girls? They have these cute little hats on, their little beach waves and then nice outfits, and they shop at Beachy Dolls. No, am I like losing y'all? Yeah, Kelsey knows me now. Okay. So I follow a lot of fashion people on IG because I literally will shop from IG. Like, I don't shop on websites. I will go through stories and actually like, oh, that's cute on her and she's similar body shape or body type. Swipe up, I'm gonna go buy it, and she probably got $12 for me buying that shirt. So if you go to one of your favorite people's pages and you click unfollow and then follow, underneath that, it will have now, and I'm not talking about doing blue check people. Like, don't go to high level pages. Go to like I don't know, even if you went to mine, you can go to mine and follow and unfollow, whatever. But I wouldn't do Beachbody people. For this example, go to my page and follow and unfollow. That's fine. But it'll give you a suggested for you people underneath the girl that you unfollowed. All of these people are cross lines with you and their page. They're basically saying you and Holly Woodward, the girl that I follow for fashion, y'all have similarities with these people. We suggest you to be friends with them. Pretty good, because if you are attracted to this particular person on this page in terms of the content that they put out there, then that means these are, I mean, this is funny. I did this girl, Caitlin from The Bachelor, right? Just for an example. Like, it brought me Kim Kardashian, JoJo, all these people, but these are obviously high level pages. I would do something with something not so up there. That way you can get everyday people. So go and try it with mine and you'll see it'll probably be these girls who cross with you. And it's a great way when you're doing your power hour to say, okay, let me go unfollow and refollow and see what suggested friends come up. Don't do it with Beachbody people because it's going to cross you with other Beachbody people. Do it with somebody who does makeup tutorials, or do it with somebody, and it has to be somebody that you would actually follow, because otherwise, like, it didn't make sense. You won't share audiences as much. So there's a suggested list, and that's a way to find new people as well. This also allows your content to start showing up more in that kind of community. So IG actually says, okay, Jatana is fitness, Holly Woodward is fashion and makeup, and Jatana went and followed these people. Let's start putting, and I become followers, and then they start following me. They start crossing over our people and show us more on the Explore page of these random people. It's really, really strange, but you have to be super hyper vigilant with who you're following and making sure that you're following the right people so that you can blend audiences. Hopefully this is not overwhelming for y'all. Hashtags. That's another question I get. Number 13 is hashtags. There's different websites you can use to get a good blend of hashtags. I have found that I can put hashtags out into the universe and I'm literally putting it out into the universe. Like it's just getting lost in billions and billions and billions of people who are on social media. So what I have found to be more helpful than just going, I'm going to find the right hashtags so that people find me when they're searching amongst the billions of people. Like that's just like dropping a needle in a haystack and being like, hope they find me, right? I like to actually go search out hashtags to find people. So for example, one that I used to really love to use before I got hair extensions and then started growing my hair out is I had this like little blonde bob. So I would use hashtag blonde bob, and I would go to, instead of just putting it on my post, which I did, just hoping somebody ran across me randomly, but I would actually go to the hashtag blonde bob feed, right? Because there's a whole feed for that actual particular hashtag. And I would look for a female who posted a picture of her blonde bob. Maybe she's got 26 likes. She looks like an average chick. She just got her hair done. She curled her hair. It looks super cute. I go and like the post, comment, and say, oh my gosh, your hair looks freaking adorable. I can't do beach waves in my blonde bob to save my life. What curling wand are you using? That's it. We started talking about it. She starts following me. We became friends. And lo and behold, I got 12 blonde bobs on my team. Just kidding. No, really, I do have a lot of like, it's so funny. It was like when I was doing the blonde bob, it was like every girl was signing, and my coach was like, you're signing a lot of girls that are like, they look exactly the same. I think it's my hashtags that I'm searching. So have a select group of those that you can not only just put in your post, but also you pursue the hashtag. You dig in, because the hashtag world is like a needle in a haystack. Don't just assume that you're hashtagging the right thing to be found. I would rather you go in and actually pursue that hashtag. Does that make sense? Okay. So you got to find ones that work for you. And it's not going to be mom boss or mom life or anything like that. Like blonde bob is very, very niche specific. And I could relate to it. And I really did want to know what kind of curling wand they use for their blonde bob. Consider ideal customers using search the hashtags. Oh, yeah, I already told you that. And then how many of you guys use email lists? Do you collect emails? Okay. I haven't been real great at it. And I've heard a million times from, I've heard a million times from different social media gurus that having email opt-in lists is amazing and you should do it. Because here's the one thing that they say, and this it's so true. Like last thing people want on your social media is for you to constantly be selling them. Like join this, join that, join this, join that. But guess where you can constantly sell them? In their email. My new Shakeology flavor came out. We got new bars that came out. We got a new program coming out. Email. If they want to unsubscribe, they unsubscribe. But that is a very safe space to send out marketing campaigns for whatever is new in your business. And you can do it all the time, twice a week if you want, sending them an email for promotion that you're doing, or challenge group that you're starting. Now, yes, you'll still sell on your social media page, but if you utilize email, you're going to find it a lot more easier. And a lot of these top coaches that are hitting SC 200, 400, crazy number, Ashley Milstead on them people, that's what they're doing. They've got email campaigns that are going out and people are responding to the emails rather than their social media page. So if you can keep your social media platform more of a social media platform and less of a sales platform, it's going to be better for you and your audience. People are not going to unfollow or be turned off by you. Be social. Like that's why it's called social media. You got to engage with people. You got to connect with people. You have to share your own heart, your story, your journey. And I'm just going to give you a few key points real quick on engagement killers, things that will like hurt you. Inauthentic regurgitation. T25, day 17. Has anybody looked at the page and it's like all workout selfies? That's an engagement killer. Don't do that. We need variations of your life. People want to know what's going on in your life. People want to know what's going on in your heart. People want to know different struggles and how you overcame them, what travels are going on, all of that. So inauthentic regurgitation, same thing goes for stories. If your stories look the same every single day, boring. So boring. You get up, work out, you do your personal development, you drink a shake. Like either have fun with it and entertain me, or change up the variations so that we can be entertaining. Because guys, people don't get on social media just to watch you do your workout. They get on social media to be like turn off their brain and be entertained, right? So inauthentic regurgitation, talking at your audience instead of like with your audience. I have some coaches on my team that I'm mentoring now, and they've gotten really bad at saying, I am starting a group. You should join my group. And it's like, ew, like, don't tell me what to do. It doesn't come off well. So rather than talking at your audience, talk with them like, girl, let's do this together. If you want a girl by your side, together, we are going to go on this journey. Swipe up and join. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot more welcoming than I'm starting a group and you can join by doing this. It doesn't come across as well. Being the same as everybody else. Little tip on that one. There's a quiz that you can take. I think you have to pay for it. I think it's 100% worth it, but it's called howtofascinate.com. It will teach you how you are best perceived in your brand. It's like golden. I make every single coach signs up on my team to go. I mean, they can tell me no, but I'm like, this is going to help you understand who you are and how people best perceive you. I told this at Summit one year when I spoke on IG. Imagine Jatana and Melanie Mitro having a Freaky Friday moment, right? And everybody knows Melanie Mitro, right? Okay, Melanie Mitro is very like straight-laced. She's very organized. She's a business-oriented woman, and she's a rock star. She slays the business. If I were to jump on my IG stories and mimic what Melanie Mitro does, it would be so awkward if I like got on there like Business Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to teach you about how I organize my cute little calendar here. My people be like, it's boring, Jana. Can you like dance while you're doing it or something? Like, what you got going on there? Put some funny emojis on there. Anyways, it wouldn't go well. Same, yeah, it's howtofascinate.com, I believe is what it's called. I can find the exact link, but same as if Melanie Mitro were to act like me and she's like on the countertop dancing to Luke Bryan and Matt's like throwing her dollar bills or something like that, shaking her energized. That might actually get her lots of engagement because everybody will be like, what in the hell is going on with Melanie? Like, is she okay right now? Like, she's lost her cool. She's lost her mind. Might come send help. That's not her brand. My brand is successful for me. Her brand is successful for her. And unfortunately, we get newer coaches that come into this business and we see what Samantha's doing, or we see there was another person that raised their hand. That was a diamond coach, Star Diamond coach. Where you at? Who was it? Did she leave? Okay, Ashley. They see what Ashley's doing and they're like, well, what she's doing is obviously successful. Let me do what she does. Maybe what she does is different than what your voice is. And your people might not be perceiving you well if you mimic what Ashley does or what Samantha does. So go and take that quiz, see how it breaks down your personality, and it'll tell you how you're best perceived. Me, it's energy, it's inclusiveness. That is perceived well. What people don't like about me when I'm on social media is when I mystique. That was mine, when I was mystique, meaning, okay, Jatana, your cute, sexy pictures are not getting at you anywhere. Nobody likes that. People don't want to hear your personal development. They don't want to hear any of that. They just want to see you dance and act crazy. That's why they like you. So I stick with what works. Let's see. Don't be too self-interested. That kind of plays on it. This is an engagement killer. They care more about the destination and not your cool plane. So when you're going to post and you're doing a story, anything like that, they care like more about your heart behind things rather than that you got six-pack abs, right? So as you're starting to post, make sure you're talking more about the destination and not your cool plane that you got, okay? Cool, I look amazing. I feel so good. I have so much energy. I finished the work. Look at my body, right? No, it needs to be like, that was a struggle. Every day I had to make a decision and go and paint out the vision of that journey and how you're going to be able to bring these people along on that journey as well. They care way more about like the story and how you got there than what you actually look like. Because that's when connections are made. That's when they're like, oh, wait, she works a full-time job. I work a full-time job. She has 3 kids. I have 3 kids. Or she has a newborn and I have a newborn. So share those nitty gritty things that happen rather than just like the end all picture. Prime example, I am a top 0.01% of the company. I got elite. My people are like, yay. No, like, what does that mean? What does it mean for them? How can they connect with it? How can they envision themselves in my shoes? How they get there? How can I bring them along on that journey as well? So those are big engagement killers. A few things I want to make sure I tell you to do that I'm not doing myself, but it is like a major hack. IGTV is killing it right now. If you're not doing IGTV, you're getting like 10,000 steps ahead of millions of people if you do IGTV. And there's only a very select few coaches who are actually taking advantage of it, Melanie Mitra being one of them, because she's smart, right? So IGTV is where it's at. It's the new YouTube, 3 to 10 minutes, keeping people on. That's what they want. Can you keep their attention on the app? If you can keep their attention on the app, because IG is a business, then they like you, which means your stuff gets put on the Explore page, which means you get to find new people. You can put a cover photo in IGTV so that when you go to put it on your wall, it actually has a pretty picture that blends with your wall nicely. It is shareable into your feed, and it's shareable into stories. That is Coley asked the question, how often should you do an IGTV? I think I'm going to start doing them once a week. And I think in terms of my grid on my social media, it's going to have one IGTV per row, so that it's not too like awkward. Or maybe I'll move it around if the one's in the middle or whatever, but I'll probably try to do it once a week. I do 3 IG posts a week, and that's it. I focus more of my content on stories because I feel like people can best connect and relate to me on IG stories than they do through my post, because they get to dig into your everyday life. What questions do you guys have? See if there's anything else in the list. What email marketing platform do you use? I have a, that's a good question for my assistant. I didn't hire an assistant because I'm just for real. I have a full-time assistant. I'm not an organized person. I'm a pen and paper person, and pen and paper does not work with email. Okay. So I collect emails, whether I say drop your email below or swipe up or give me your email in the IG stories, when you get the little box, and she goes and grabs all that stuff. And then I will send out, she'll create newsletters. She's like a blog writer and all this stuff. She creates newsletters and things like that to send out to my customers that are addresses are in my back office as well. How often do you go live? I try to go as live, and that's another thing that's great. If you're not ready for IGTV, then going live is great. I try to go off once a week, maybe. IG live, and it'll be either during my workout when I'm really struggling and I can stop and pause and talk to them for a little bit and then jump right back to my workout, or maybe I'm doing my meal prepping and I want to just show them kind of little pieces that I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing how to put eyelashes on, a makeup tutorial. Maybe I'm showing them how to curl my hair. Everybody has something that a group of girls would go and ask you advice on. If there is something that people would ask you advice on, that's a great live idea. If you're good at meal planning, if you're good at top bun, like how to make those cute little top bun things. Mine always looks like I'm dying on top here. If you have something that you can add value to, that's great live content as well. Oh, look at Mama with the baby. Just got her little baby on her lap. So cute. But that's what I got for you guys. If you guys have any questions, I don't mind answering.
Jatana, that was so good. It was a lot of information, but everything was so doable. Like I wrote it all down. I was like, okay, I got that. Like it's easy to implement. One question I had that I asked myself, but also I hear from a lot of coaches is the beginning was a lot about comments. So the engagement groups was a great idea, but while we start to build those, do you have any tips on how to say you do a post, it's like, what's your favorite Friends character? And no one comments. Like, do you have any tips on how to start to get people commenting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously your team is an easy place to start. Are you going to be crossing with the same audiences? Probably, but it does get the ball rolling. That's why I think the engagement groups are really genius, because it is one, you're crossing with audiences that you want to cross with. I want to cross with Coastal Home Decor's audiences because all those stay-at-home moms that follow her dang cute page, those are my people. They'll be my next challengers, right? Same with my pageant girl. We have crossed with the same audiences. So the engagement groups really do help. If you don't have those yet, go start one. Like, just don't make excuses. Go start one. put it on a different platform like GroupMe where it's not tracked by IG. And then if you don't have that like tonight and you're doing a post, then put in the team page like, hey, I just put my work transformation out there. Can you guys go like comment on it? And everybody goes and comments on your page. But the more you engage with people on theirs, the more they're apt to start engaging with you on yours. So like I said, don't be an IG snob. Don't just post that like, everybody tell me their favorite Friends character. I never comment on your stuff, but go.
I love it. So good. Guys, what other questions do you have for her? Let's see if we missed any in the chat.
That's a lot of stuff to take in. Most importantly, you guys just take action. Like just go and do. Don't sit on it. Go do it. Make it happen. Get to summit. Get to your next rank. Hit Success Club. How do you build your IG? What I just said. Here's one little trick I'll tell you. It's not what I tell everybody, okay? See, I'll listen to my top secret trick. Here comes my husband. Sorry. One of my tricks is I will go to a page that I like to follow. Example, I'll even tell you my page because I live in a world of plenty and I don't live in scarcity. I follow Vici Dolls. It's like the little store that I was telling you about earlier. I buy a lot of my clothes from them. Yes, that's what I meant. So if I go to Vici Dolls, I will find a picture that I like. Hold on, let me find one real quick. Can you shut the door in there? Sorry. Let me find a cute sweatshirt. All right, so there's a cute girl in a cute little ribbed sweatshirt. I'm like, all right, that looks cute. I would buy it. I go, there's 3 comments. All right, Amy B. Love wrote obsessed, love this. Like, I already like the fact that she wrote all capital obsessed, love this. Let's hope she's, okay. She's the VP of Vici Dolls. Sweet. She's only got 685 followers. She's got babies on there. Her cute little family. The fact that she only has 685 people. Why can't she be my challenge group? Why can't she be my next coach? Maybe if she is the VP and she doesn't have time to be a coach, maybe she could be a great challenger and a great source of like sending me referrals. So Amy B. Love, who obviously was just coming on Vici Dolls to create traction. I'm going to follow her. And then I'm going to find a picture, this little baby picture. And I'm going to put, oh my goodness, what a sweet little squishy face. That's how it's done. Sweet little squishy face. And then I will go watch her stories if she had any. Just so my name pops up like, oh, she liked, she followed, and she watched my stories. Who's this girl? And then she's going to come over to me. I do that 30 times a day, 5 days a week. Either Vici Dolls or Lulu's. Those are my 2 main pages. I wouldn't say use those pages if that's not your market, because then you'll be connecting with people that are not your market. So if you're a major like meal planner and you love organization and all that, go to a home decorating or go to there's a lot of like nutritionists on IG that have pages. Go to their page and see what people comment and go and connect with people that way. So I do that on my Power Hour 30 times a day. Super organic, and that's how I find my people. And they come and they follow me.
I love it. So that's like what you did with the Blonde Bob.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very similar to the Blonde Bob, except for that was through hashtags, and that's what I was just preaching, that people feel like they can do a hashtag and it's going to get them traction. It's not. Actually, hashtags are better for you to go in and actually research and dig in and see who's on that page.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jatana. Let's all do a quick boomerang. We've got 2 pages. And you guys, quick boomerang tip is share it afterwards, just like Jatana was saying. Like, people don't care that you're on a call with 30 other girls that are working right now. They want to know why you're on that call. So after you share the boomerang, share a 15-second clip of why you prioritize our call today. Okay, keep that sound bad. I can't look. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Cool. Thank you girls so much for hopping on tonight, and thank you, Jatana. We'll see you in Orlando.
All right, girl. Thank you.
In January. Bye, guys. Have a good night.